Oh, this light, man. And we got light all in the way. You what? Ticker. 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 You can't play this yet. You get all the noise and shit. Alright, let's get real with you boys and girls. I say that for a reason. What's up, YouTubers? All you viewers, hip hop fans, lovers of hip hop music, period. How about those that love life? Where them people at? I'm gonna see if you guys with me right quick. Gonna do check out me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything working right. Excuse me if I'm hoarse. Okay, we on and popping. So excuse me if I'm hoarse, everybody. Well, I got some music. I should play it, but I ain't trying to get no strikes because they think it ain't my music. And then I gotta turn around and send them copyright papers and all that stuff. I'm too busy, for all that. Whether you want to believe it or not, all you gotta do is Google me. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I don't even know why people want to get on here and try to. You really don't tick me off or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this is to you trollers. You trolls. You know what I'm saying? This is to you trolls. All you trolls out there. Somebody say something, you try to debunk it. I'm not trying to hate on nobody or nothing, but if you fake and if you hate on the real, because I'm real, I ain't fake, bro. I don't consider myself fake. You know what I'm saying? Just because I might say something, for example, I ain't never spoke to DMX, but I knew how to get in touch with him. I knew how to get him for a show. And I did see him in a show. Rough Rider concert, Memphis, Tennessee, at the Pyramid, when I was working with Street Masters magazine. I could tell you one night I could tell you about a night when I met Isaac Hayes. I could tell you when I met Dougie Fresh, Biz Markie, which he's dead now, rest in peace, Biz Markie. So I could tell you a lot of things, and you'll be like, man, see, that's them cats, man. I hate to say it now, we rolling into the bloggers now. Cause we got a lot of bloggers out here that are hating on other people that blog. And to me, this black and white thing is, like my wife said, man, it's underrated, not overrated, or it's overrated. And I think it's underrated because Well, I agree with her. It's overrated. It's overrated because we keep up a lot of mess as human beings. We act like animals. We act like heathens. We act like the devil because we got evil spirits and demons in us, and we full of stuff like alcohol and pills, marijuana, and things that don't agree with our body. We don't even know it, but we take it. It kills us, it poisons us, it makes us sick, make us evil, make us mad, make us hallucinate, make us see things, make us want to kill, hurt, rob, rape, murder. I'm on everything today. I ain't just horse from rapping. I'm horse from hollering. I'm horse from instructing. I'm horse from teaching. I'm horse from stressing. And I'm horse from being sick and tired of hearing and seeing all the evil going on in my hometowns, in my cities, where I was born and raised, or where I used to live, or where I lived 10, 15, 20, 30 years, or where I lived when my mother was born and when my mother died, and where she was born, where her people live. I got people all over the world, so people calling. You people act like, some of y'all people act like, especially when somebody dies and they on the other side of the world in your family, y'all be crying and bawling like y'all really, 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 really close like that. And if you like me, you done lost people, you done went to different schools, you done changed friends, teachers, you don't even go to the same church you went to when you was a kid, probably. You probably ain't you don't wear this. Everything changes, what I'm saying. So I just feel like a lot of us act like it ain't gonna happen to us, or it shouldn't happen to us. And I ain't trying to get spiritual, so I'm gonna try my best not to bring up, cause I'm gonna try my best not to compare the things we're going through today. Hey, stop it, man. With the things that happened in the past with other people, or in stories, novels, fables, whether it be true fiction or nonfiction. See, you got to talk to people in a certain way and manner sometimes. And sometimes when they ain't acting right or talking right, if you want to talk on it and then leave it alone, like I'm doing now, I'm going to talk on it and I'm leave it alone. Like I did Dolph. Because when you experience like me, you got over. See, it depends on when your eyes opened up in this world and you became I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Because when I was a certain age, I can remember at that age everything that was going on. Now I may have some bits and pieces of my past that I don't remember, but I got a lot of things in my past that I do remember. And when I was this big, stand up, man. when I was this big, I can remember things that happened to me. If you treated me bad, I can remember. If you treated me good, I can remember. All the parties, all of the drugs and alcohol, all that stuff when I was his age, well, a year older, because he's 2. But ever since I was 3, I can remember. So I'm 55 now, bro. My mama died when I was 7. So I've been almost all around the world, almost because I didn't go to every country. I went to Taiwan. I went to Puerto Vallarta. You know what I'm saying? And I went to Tijuana in Mexico. You know, I went to places I love to go, places I wanted to see, because I knew about wars, stuff like that, and you could get stranded and stuck and hurt and everything. And like one of these trollers said, a troller, trying to learn how to do what we do. Somebody from another country, and then want to say, I'm flauge. Nah, that's the devil. Don't want everybody to know I'm real. I'm telling the truth. So you know what I do? Like I said, I get away from them devils. And if I want to speak on it, I speak on it. If I don't, I don't. But after I speak on it, I'm done with it. Because you say what you had to say, y'all hecklers over there on so-and-so's so-called blankety blank boss TV. Bro, you don't even sound like a boss, you know? And you barely could control all the heckling going on your page. So you're not a boss. And when you got real people telling truth and got proof and then rock with you and roll with you and you turn your back on them, that make you a traitor. It make you a snake. And it make you just like your kind. And what I just noticed, like those rappers that jumped, one of my favorite rappers, Zero. Y'all jump Zero. Bro, I've been listening to Zero since I think probably 2005 or 6, maybe 2003. But y'all 2003. Y'all jump Zero. Okay. And come to find out that the rapper that jumped Zero was Trae. And Trae was under Zero. And I'm telling these other bloggers, right? I'm on their page, you know what I mean? I liked the topic because I was shocked. And then they had this video. See, I'm not gonna show it because I don't want no copyright infringement. I want this to be known and shown. See, when I talk, I talk. I like to talk. I know what I'm talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna get on it. Like I said what I have to say about Dolph. I didn't do one on DMX because it hurt me real bad. Plus, I just feel like it just wasn't. That's one of the artists I just couldn't say nothing about because, I mean, like, I got proof. Like I told you about the memory thing. I got proof, and I can show this because this is mine, and I pulled it out like this here. And if you see that, that says is backwards. Is it backwards? Yeah, it's backwards, but I don't want my address on there. So let me show you something else. I'm gonna show you something else. So you read that right there. Trill Hill tapes. Okay. This is a tape from 1995. I recorded in 95. This is me. It's tape. You see, a lot of people don't believe, but back to the DMX stuff. When did DMX come out with Bloodline? Because this is the original Bloodline. And that's me back in 1996. And this is a record deal with June Scott and Frankie Gay Records, Belgian Records. The original record deal was with them on the inside of it, because now my new record deal is with Trae Hill Tapes. They republished it. I don't have to lie or flauge to none of you trollers. It's still selling on eBay today, bro, for $1,995 a piece. It's still selling. Then I got other people selling it for $9, $10, $20, $100. I let them collect their little money. I got too much stuff I'm doing to be worried about this. Because once I got this and found this and got it back, because Belgium released it the year my cousin died, Marcellus Joseph Evans Jr., a.k.a. Excel, standing up right there. My son, come here, boy, out that kitchen. You know better. Come here, boss. This is Buster. Come here, boss. Say hi to the camera. And this is Bus. He was born the same month and year Buster died. But he not just named after him. He named after Bus. A doctor named after a famous baseball player that won a World Series for the Detroit Tigers back in '58. Go do y'all research. Stop messing with me. Don't play with me. I'm doing this for a lot of people that be out here heckling and talking all crazy and stuff. The real Mack Memphis Detroit Pimpin. I rap about it. I don't talk about it. I don't even do that no more. I'm on some real business. I get my business done. You feel me? My business is a lot legit. You feel me? You don't know what that is. That's on you. You don't know what this is. These are. Why I got them, that's on you. But don't never say I'm flauge. I'm gonna put you to shame. I don't care if I gotta die for it. You gonna say that this ain't true in the Bible? I'm gonna argue and debate with you because I know a lot about that too. You gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about in this hip hop game. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm not, I'm not. But you're not gonna sit up here and tell me I don't have no degree. You're not gonna sit up here and talk about nobody's mama, or I'm naturally this skinny, but I'm cock strong. And you're not gonna just talk about me like a sucker or like I ain't never banged, because, and this is just for all you fake folks, Google it. Young Boy Incorporated, original OG 67, Detroit, Michigan. See, I get a troller with 4 or 5 different dialects, almost like me. And this troller, you know he's white, but only a smart person can tell that he's not from the United States. Because the first thing was, oh, you from Baltimore, because everybody laughing at his what's name. But you want to go off on me and everybody laughing at you. Y'all know what type of person that is. So, long story short, if a person turned their back on you after you was trying to help them out, that's a snake. And you don't keep messing with a snake. You don't pick no snake up off no ground. And if you try and he bites you, you don't try to pick it up again unless you just ain't got it all up here. I'm trying my best not to say ignorant, stupid, dumb, and call nobody out their name. I don't have nobody on here saying nothing about nothing or replying back or nothing, so I ain't got to worry about really getting hot or upset or muting nobody, you know? And then I feel like if it's going to be an arguing match or a debate, everybody else can be quiet and we're going to let these two people debate. You ain't never been to college if you don't know how to debate. So why would you even try to debate? If you don't know what a debate is, then you just argue. And I feel like a lot of people out here so-called themselves blogging, but they won't let the real people that know the truth get their point across, and everybody start heckling them. They don't know how to debate. They don't have, and I hate to brag, they don't have degrees. How many degrees I got, baby?
A lot.
How many is a lot?
Maybe 5, 6.
So I get a heckler on talking to me like I'm stupid. And I get another one talking and telling me I'm a crackhead. So do it sound like I should call him fat or anything like that, or a slob or something, telling me he sound like a slob, he sound like he fat, a fat gay slob at that. And I don't mean to be bashing. I'm not bashing. But ain't you bashing me? Long story short, though, I didn't say none of that. I didn't say none of that. Didn't call him out his name that one time. Then another thing, people, us humans, just acting like animals, just acting like dogs out here. Because they say us men are dogs. And we always calling females female dogs. You know, I do it sometimes. I never said I was perfect. And I ain't like some of these people out here jump your partner, then come back and try to make a statement to make yourself look good. I ain't trying to make myself look good. I'm one of the worst sinners ever, and I think I served my time for all my sins. Proof right there. Proof right there. That's why I'm skinny, bro. My nerves messed up. But for my nerves to be messed up, I do damn good. I manage well. I accumulate a lot. And I do a lot. I work alone. And I move alone. And to be 56 years old, I'm doing damn good. Because my daddy told me I was going to die before I got 18. I proved him wrong. And a lot of black men I see today, they ain't out here. They don't care. They're saying, well, at least you had a daddy. Man, my mama was dead and gone. Did you think I want to stay with my dad? He used to beat me and abuse me on top of these bruises, boy, with iron cords and razor straps. That's why I stand up to any man talking that junk. I ain't but 5'6", 130 pounds, but my dad is 6'2" or 3". He weigh more than I do right now in his old age. He almost 200 at his old age. 200 pounds. Hey, do not mess with my coffee. Yeah, you he ain't mess with, he ain't spilling the meat. You ain't getting no coffee. You just had something to drink. This ain't show and tell, y'all, but this is being real. If I'm correct, I put in that title at the end, truth. Or at the end of the description, I put truth. A lot of us don't know what truth is. I may not be perfect, but I know truth ain't going around here lying all the time. Lying on yourself, lying you this and lying you that. I heard the realest shit by Coke Figure. I heard some of the realest shit by Coke Figure. I'm gonna tell you what it say. It's got something to deal with truth, like, cause a lot of y'all lying. I hear lying and acting like it's the truth. He said Trae ain't true, nigga. You niggas ain't true, all you hecklers and you so-called trolls or trollers, especially Captain Kangaroo, one I caught trolling today, kind of ticked me off. Move, boy, don't come over here and mess with my coffee. Don't call him in there. So you trolling. And you talking and saying I'm flauge. They shut it up when I hit them with one, but I'm not gonna tell you what that one is. That's a little bit TMI right there. But boy, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Coke Figure said. He said, boy, you ain't never been to jail. How are you hard? You ain't got no record. You ain't in no game. But all of a sudden now you hard. You got a little click. And you had plenty of opportunity to one-on-one with Zero. I got this callus. I've been trying to get them. I don't like calluses. But you be trying to, hey, in that show I work. You know, there's one right there, there's one right there, and the other one right up there. But hey man, I'm 2 times retired and I still work. But and then I get them right here too. Somewhere right there. I get them right there too. But y'all jump Zero, man. He a real dude, bro. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. So anyway, I got one person on. I've been trying to get more people on because I really got some good news. Well, ain't good news, but I've been looking in on this and it just, you know, I've always been thinking something, but so that thinking said, okay, well, now the time to do that. So I went on and did it. And I looked up and found some information. Man, these dudes are or were arguing or battling with each other, or I don't know if they were saying it's a rap or something. Like it's a rap song. Hey, don't kick my cord. Move. Or if it's a rap song or something they did or doing. And I got him. If it's a rap song or something they did or doing. But on this website called genius.com, I think it say Payback, Zero, and Trae the Truth, which I knew that's how you spell his name. But the lyrics, bro, sound like they rapping about each other. And them lyrics, Bro, I don't know if I can play it and y'all can hear it, but I can't play it because nah, it's okay. I'm just gonna read the lyrics, but it sounds like they talking about each other, man. Okay, it said talking. Somebody said didn't. Oh, I guess this zero, but somebody said didn't I tell you MF was? Yeah, you told them, bro. I'm gonna get you if I owe you. Now they running. That's real talking, straight up zero. The cricket MF. Know I'm talking about. They know. TRAE kinfolk. MF and no MF in games. None. Keep it straight, aim, guns, and hanging brains. Yeah. SUC for life. Then here come Trae. This one here is dedicated to the one who put that slug in my car. I ain't forgot. I promise I'll get you. Let's take it to war. Too many close encounters with death. Back then it was funny, but now I got a son, and ain't nobody. And I noticed they like some Mike Jones, so they always quote Mike Jones. Back then it was funny, but now I got a son, and ain't nobody taking him from me. Now you know what? He said this in the video. This was he wasn't, taking nothing, ain't nobody this and that, but he got a son and ain't no, and everybody, let me tell you something, man. One of them so-called hecklers on Fake Boss TV page, the she heckler, she man, and I don't know, she talking like she had a bunch of stuff in her mouth. But she the she heckler, they man, I they just tripped me out, but the she heckler kind of had me going. But they was kind of they slow, man. They real slow. They so slow, man. Like what does that do with it? And see, like I said, this what I was noticing. We all African Americans, indigenous. No, I'm good on that. Indigenous individuals, minorities, and everything. We fighting one another and everything. But this what I noticed in the conversation, right? And I'm gonna get back to the he she heckler, but in the conversation, I noticed the blogger host Fake Balls TV and a couple of his hecklers, because they heckle towards me, and then you got the troller come on, and I guess after he seen it that, ooh, you from you aborigines. Ooh, I ain't never talked to aborigines before, or I ain't never had aborigines come on my page and talk live. That's kind of cool, man. Somebody with a different accent. They hurry up, shut me out. But the aborigines on here trolling, trying to figure out how he can get paid blogging. And then we ain't even talking about Trae or nothing no more. We really arguing. Then they telling me I'm flauge. I don't know what I'm talking about. They talking about this some DP, this some fade. Man, the fade and DP, so what? Yeah, there's some DP, some get back and fade, or some behind the back jump. Now y'all done went from, man, he did Trae wrong to now he did zero wrong to now it's get out of that kitchen, boy. Now y'all on it. He done went, eat that. Eat it. Now they on some, he done did, man, see how he didn't want to eat it. Now they on some, I told you, don't give him nothing else. He just had a bottle, wasn't in a bottle, cereal bottle. Okay. Now they on there, then he done did something wrong to Trae. And so they were saying Trae probably, Zero probably deserved that, and come find out Zero ain't did none of that, man. Trae jealous and all this and that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And come trying to come on some, he making that an excuse. I told everybody Zero and them come back and started coming back in the game and they finna put him up. You know what I'm saying? He next. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like when he came back and then the first show was with him and Trae, I just felt like Trae or somebody, that's a hard show. That's a hard show right there. And I thought the show was gonna be good and we were gonna hear some good things about it. Not that they was gonna get to fighting and we was gonna hear about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean that right there don't sound right. But that happened to me before. I didn't plan the show, Haystack and Gangsta Black. I didn't plan that show in Memphis, and I'm not gonna say no names, but a couple of dudes out here they doing their thing now, and I'm not gonna say no names because I think it's irrelevant. Because some of y'all still messing with these dudes, and I already know that's because they, uh, uh, they connected. Like one connected to the VLs and the other one connected to Crips. So I mean GDs. So but I didn't see how these two dudes were friends and they turned on me. But at the time, I was just a 2-time/3-time OG, triple OG, and I was still young. I was younger. I was younger than I am now, but this was probably like 2006, 7, 8, like that. And these dudes stole my show, and they actually I got yawks and choppers and pistols pulled out on me over that show, and I was gonna get my get back, and they were slipping so easily. It just looked at like just some plain cold blooded murder type stuff, and so I didn't, I ain't do nothing. I just went home. I had a ups on them anyway, 2 or 3 times, so it was like I probably would have been pushing the issue, and they didn't really get no what's names because once they stole the show, it was like you was trying to steal the show so much till the time the show came out. Then their flyers wasn't as good as mine, so that caused another fight right there, right before the show. They six few goons out on me, but I had some goons with me, so we got away and everything, and then end up going down to the show and was sitting there waiting on them dudes. And they had one little dude with them. He was a real young dude. They had him with them, and then they had his wife with him. And I was like, nah, man, even though sometimes dudes' wives be in their business, man, and they like you, but then as soon as they man get into it with you, they start frowning at you and stuff. Man, I'd be to knock a woman like that, man, clean across the field with her man. I'm for real. Because you stay out of people's business. My dad always come on out of talk us and his women, and I seen other men not teach them, but ask them to start the business and try to tell them why to start the business. But I seen some real ghetto dudes beat women. My mama, several times mess with the wrong dudes and get jumped for just being in their business or want to be a part of their business. You know, so excuse me. But a lot of times, that's what it's all about. And so now, what we got here is today. I'm just kind of fed up because if you gonna be anything over hip hop, right? Because a lot of brothers and sisters are getting on here. Yeah, man, he did this, he did that. I got this, I got that. See, this ain't trying to figure out who, what, when, where, and why. And some of them ain't about who, what, when, where, why, neither. I commend you on that. But what I don't commend you on is y'all bashing each other. And if you can't control the bashing, then you don't need to have a platform. You feel me? You don't need to have a platform. You let the speaker speak. Everybody else need to be quiet. All this backstage stuff and stuff. You might get lucky, get a couple of thousand views. You know, I get a couple of thousand views, 10,000 views, 40, 50,000 views. The thing is being consistent. And being consistent in today's world is very, very hard because things change, bro. And I think I done said move away from around here, man. I think I done said that before. Things change. We change. We get older. You know what I'm saying? My hand hurt. We get older. Excuse me, y'all. I got a messed up shoulder. I ain't got a lie. My shoulder, this, that jump pops in and out. I used to work for a trucking company, Swift. And like all these rappers, like right now, I could do shows and I could do a record deal, even at my age. And you can't say, man, you old motherfucker. Man, please. You better go look at some of these rappers out here doing these shows, bro. But I ain't finna tell you nothing. Cause like my homies, one of these dudes said, you right. The game is to be sold, not told. Us as people, human beings, we need to do better. Way better than what we doing. Way better. I mean, it's jumping on one another, robbing one another. It take 5 men to beat one man, then you want to steal another man's hard-earned money or jewelry or you know, whatever, or take his life. You know, I mean, and then, you know, I heard some in the comments, but let's get back to what I was reading, though. Because, like I said, you know, like I said, this one heckler kept saying that he was saying, you know, the he, she heckler. This he, she heckler, I realized that the host and the he, she heckler and several other people are all from Texas. So I guess, you know, you might hit a few Texas people talking about this case. You know, they hating on me because I'm from Memphis. But you know what? My folk live in Texas just like they live in Texas. My mama buried in Texas. So you know my folk in Texas. Matter of fact, we got hospitals named after my family. So I don't be worrying about that stuff. I just sit back and look how people just put themselves in a bad situation. And talking about their family big. If your family big, bro, but you ain't never been outside of Texas, your family ain't big. Come on, start running. This ain't your track time. So it's bad that y'all live in Texas, but this part of Texas, they ain't in Dallas. And all of Dallas is talking about Houston like a dog. But both places got shit going on. And then you got people on your show and they talking and shut up, man. Blah 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 ain't got nothing to do with this. What make you think they got something to do with this? I said, cause da 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 from Houston, from Houston, and ain't so and so from Houston. Somebody said, yeah. I said, and from Houston. I said, so how in the world all of this going down in Houston, and didn't nobody know that them folks was going to be there? And when you see them get beat up, guess what? You don't see no police or nothing in the street. You don't see no security guard. They in the middle of the street, bro. They must have dragged dude in the middle of the street, but ain't no police, no security guard, unless that was the security. The dudes with the white t-shirts on and the other big dude. Because, I mean, I didn't see no police and no security while he was getting beat up. And then they said, well, somebody recorded and sent it to TMZ. Had to, because TMZ wasn't there. I guess if you get some good shit, send it to TMZ. They gonna pay you for it. I guess. Because they ain't sent the World Star Hip Hop first. Or Facebook first. So they sent TMZ so they can get paid. So let's get back to reading this. Oh, and did you know everybody in Dallas got to go to Houston to rap? Because that's where all the major labels at, like Swisher, Rap A Lot, and Swab House. And shouts out to Lil Flip. They said Lil Flip cool, man. Him and Slim Thug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now we done did Zero verse, or where a narrator was talking to Zero or sending shots out to Zero, and then, you know, we come back with Trae. And Trae said this one here is dedicated to the one to put that slug in my car. I ain't forgot. I promised I did get you. Let's take it to war. Too many close encounters with death. Back then it was funny, but now I got a son and ain't nobody taking him from me. You better have bulletproof on that red lat that you swinging. Cause 17 inside of my Glock about to leave niggas thinking. I know where you're hanging. And lately I've been feeling revenge on the grounds of niggas showing off with his friends. Y'all on a gorilla. He said, monk, y'all, I'm a gorilla that'll mob for life. And any running up on me, get scared tonight. How would you call an ABN whenever be necessary? Read in the flesh. I'm about to get the click. And these scary. They don't want it with Trae, Roll, Boss, and J. Tom, Lil B, Don G, and me be ready for Vietnam. Unloading the clip on the next to talk. Lights. Lights out, mask up, yelling out, South clip. So on this verse, I mean, it seems like he talking to Trae, especially when he get down at the bottom. And he said, but I mean, when he get down to the bottom, it seemed like he not talking about Trae. After he said, how would you call a ABN whenever be necessary? Read in the flesh. I guess he's saying ready in the flesh. I'm about to get the clip. And these, you know what, they scary. And then he said, they don't want it with Trae. So he said himself first. Then he said Raw, Boss, and J Tone. But from what I'm hearing, Boss and J Tone, because there was 4 dudes in white shirts and 1 big dude. So Boss, Trae, and J Tone, I know for a fact, jumped on. And Lil B and Dub G probably was there too. But the click turned on. And from what he's saying, he said unloading the clip on the next to talk. He's saying he the next to talk. Get out of there, boy. I'm finna put you in your bed. Go in there one more time. Get out. Then he said, lights out, mask up. Yelling out, South Click. They masked up in the video. All right. He getting beat up. And then Zero said, You can ride with 100 when you out in the street. That ain't enough. Keep you safe from me. Or you live in a vest and a helmet in the penitentiary. That ain't enough. Keep you safe from me. I used to call you my ninja. Now I replaced him out with, he said, bitch ass. And once you a hoe to roll, you a you a bitch. No longer roam the side of my blast. But in the front, if you give me all my money, bitch, he said, fuck a rich man's anthem. This, that homeless, and that hungry shit. He said, I done cried so long, all my tears done cried up. Minus the revenge. Get found, murdered, and tied up. Or seen slain with just a signal. Boss with the sawed off. And Jay Twan waiting on the right moment to blow their balls off. I ain't had a piece of coochie like 9 I bust. So it's safe to say I'm pretending every time I, fuck. Better remember that trigger gets no hard. If I were, and that's Spice One. And then he said, if I was you, I would get my people out of the house. It's getting dark. So somebody talking, right? It said, you're T. Jones. Your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your granddaddy with his dusty ass. All them gotta go, nigga. You effing with the mad, nigga. MAAB. For little, that's forever. Ain't no on our blood. From the west to the pud. Straight up, mother be buried. Ain't no one of hope. Man, they curse so much, I don't even want to read it, bro. This all they curse. They got about 2-3 curse words in every line. So I'm just saying that seems like beef to me with each other on wax. It seems like they beefing on wax, and that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous for us to be beefing on wax like that with one another, hating one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters, we can't come together and probably ain't gonna ever come together. I had people saying, I said, guess what, baby? You gotta push that down in there. I told people, I said, look, check this out. Guess what? I said, it's a coincidence that when this was going on, Moneybag, you and Finesse 2 Times was doing their thing, and all this Memphis nigga. Okay, well, wasn't Jay Prince Jr. there? And who is Finesse 2 Times signed to? Or who got him out of jail? Right? Jay Prince in there. Jay Prince Jr. So what's this paperwork and everything going on between him and Finesse 2 Times? And then that's Texas. It's still involved, right? So it just seemed like something to go on there. And then I come over here and watch the video, try to get away from that. And then I see my boy Zero get jumped by one of his partners. You know what I'm saying? His somebody he rap with on stage. That ain't cool, bro. And I don't mean no harm, but it's like when I saw the video, when I saw DMX last video, which was him on Drink Champs, and they said something about Bloodline on there, and I didn't have my Bloodline tape in the mail then. It hadn't even came in the mail then. But I don't think it was till after he passed when I got that Bloodline tape. But when I saw that, I kind of felt Drink Champs. I kind of felt something's gonna happen to him. I didn't feel that strong about the Trae and Zero, but I did feel like I was gonna follow Zero until he signed a major deal or all the way up until the end of time from now on, and then this happens. And so it's like, oh man, we was gonna be watching him and watching him and watching. We didn't know it was gonna be this fast, you know. And I kind of feel the same way about Key Glock right now because I done been watching him since whatever he did when Dolph passed away or was murdered. I've been watching Key Glock every single move because that was supposed to be his right hand man, and it's just strange that it looked like most of the videos I saw, he wasn't in London with Dolph. He wasn't kicking it. Thanks for the light. He wasn't kicking it in London with Dolph. And then now, August 24th of this year, he was in London, traveling all over there in Europe and UK and stuff. And you know, one of the hecklers saying, "Yeah, you got fans, you got fans." Man, mixtape fans, that's cool. You know, but you was still riding on Dolph's coattail, you know. And Dummy and Dolph got you on. But I believe you had something to do with getting him out too. Him out the picture too. And so you can be on like you are right now in London. Because the way, if you watch the video of him in London, y'all, it probably just came out today or yesterday or 2, 3, 4 days ago. But if you watch the video, first 51 seconds, man, that man like he ain't never seen no London money in his life. I mean, seriously, man, that ain't his. If he was faking it on camera, it would look like he faking it. He ain't faking that look. He ain't faking that look. He looking at that money like when I give my son $1 or a 20 or a 5, it's his first time, so he got that excited look. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a prime example for you. A lot of people don't know. Come in, son. I gotta do a prime example for you, cause a lot of people don't know. See, watch his eyes. Watch his eyes, y'all. Huh? There you are.
Bow is get you right. Bow is flat. Okay.
Hold up, man. There you are.
Oh.
Yeah, that's yours.
It's cute. Too.
Yeah, that's yours. You want some more?
Baba.
I got some more. Huh? We got more, bro. See, these folks be flauge. I don't flauge. Don't have to flauge. Look, bro, but ain't. Leave me alone. Fake ass dude sitting up here talking about I make this much, I make that much, I make them up per month. Man, you paying bills with that if you counting per month. Ain't nobody ask you what you make per month. You ain't that happy to tell nobody what you make per month. We don't care what you make per month. We talking about this Young Dolph or we talking about, we gotta stay on topic when you want to talk about something. You know, it said, let's talk about Dolph, Zero, niggas, and these fake, ignorant trollers and bloggers out here. You know, they should say niggas are the root to all evil. You're not doing all this fighting and killing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie, y'all. We calling everything else a lie then. And then if you're gonna call somebody a lie, make it a lie then. Don't make it a lie by you got to go out there and do something to make it a lie. Prove it's a lie. Show us some proof. Don't go out there and do something to make it a lie. Hey boy, we ain't that rich. We ain't that rich. Give me that. We ain't that rich. Get your shopping money. We ain't that rich. Hold up. Stop, sit back.
Uh-oh. Good. Oh,
Let's see what that lady's gonna say.
okay.
So, like I said, we are not studying all this stuff, man. Go play, man. We are really not studying all this stuff. That none of you boys be talking, or you females, or you haters, or you hecklers, or you workers of iniquity, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not. My family not. Stop. Don't you go in there. What do you got? Sit down. Get at the mama.
That's his sweater. Okay.
What I'm trying to say, y'all, is brother man, sister lady. Throwing stone for stone ain't gonna get us nowhere. Somebody gonna lose their life. I mean, I hate to say it, and I'm not wishing on it, so I'm not gonna say it. Especially when it comes to me, my family, and mine, I'm not gonna say it. You know, I'm just gonna say I don't want nothing to happen to neither one of you guys. But you guys, we all need to stop this. And the snitching, because there's a lot of talk about a lot of you rappers out here snitching and rats. Snitching on one another, on each other. Look, I don't believe in snitching and ratting, but this is what I'm trying to say. Do not be going out here snitching on people and then go out there and do some dirt. I mean, don't y'all think that everything you do to somebody, if it ain't right, if you ain't do right by them, karma gonna come up on you. I don't care if it is revenge or get back. Karma still gonna come up on you. Because take, for example, you owe somebody some money. And say for example, say for example, you're a crackhead. You owe niggas $1,000. They want their $1,000 at the end of the month or at the beginning of the next month. At the beginning of the next month, you ain't got their $1,000. You shaking like a pair of craps. These niggas gonna kill you or beat you. Depends on how good your credit is. They might give you an extension or whatever. Depends on how good your credit is. But the majority of the dudes I know, they get beat up, broken up, females, everybody. Some of them dead in their grave. Good people just happen to get hooked on that stuff. A lot of y'all could be sitting out here talking about people that's on the stuff, but you ain't got hooked yet on nothing. Don't mean you won't. That's karma. Come on out of the kitchen, boy. You talking about people like it ain't gonna happen to you, but the Bible says that the tongue is a mighty sword, cuts like a knife. And them words you be saying, calling women B's, H's, especially your wife, your girlfriend. And I ain't gonna say I ain't never did it. I ain't gonna say I didn't do it when I was mad or angry. I ain't say I ain't do it when I was young. I ain't say I ain't do it last week or last month. Because I was angry, and I probably did. But we don't repent. We don't say we sorry. It's no, even if it is a justification, which it really ain't no justification for a lot of stuff we do. But this is learned behavior. Learned behavior from what we see on TV, hear on TV, see in the street, see in public, see in the restaurants, everywhere. This is learned behavior. Don't make a difference who we learning it from. You can say they were black, white, Chinese, whatever. They was a human being taught you that. Somebody took you in the bathroom and showed you what you working with or raped you. You know what I'm saying? I've been done like that by females when I was young. See, so all this stuff going on in this world today, man, it's evil. This some real Sodom and Gomorrah type of stuff. It's worse than what it was when I was coming up. Kids are dying. Tupac rapped about it and talked about it. Brenda had a baby. Even Tupacalypse. That was a cold song or whatever, you know? What not? I mean, I don't think we really get it. If you go listen to my music, I got some anger in me, and in my music, I got a song called Call Me As a Mother. And you got to go listening to it to understand. That's on another different level. But I wrote that song and I said what I had to say because it could have been done another different way. And like my homeboy said, he told these boys, man, if y'all ain't never been in jail, don't be online talking stuff like you bad and you ain't. You ain't never been in jail or you ain't never had a job and you ain't got no 2-year degree or a trade or nothing. Why you on here talking smack and calling people that got experience or whatever old or crackhead or silly or ignorant or crazy? It's because you don't know. Because like in the Bible, it say this. Get away from my coffee, man. Move. In the Bible, it say this. People that don't know will get madder than the people that do know. They mad because they don't know. Hey, you're doing too much crying. Stop crying and play with your toys. People that don't know get mad because they don't know. You know, they'll argue down. And I noticed something, and it's because I work in this field. I work in this field, and this is what I noticed. Ain't nobody said nothing about nothing. So I'm gonna start throwing shit. I'm gonna start throwing shit because motherfucker always interrupting and jumping in folk business. But like I said, I can hear, they can hear. I can hear, and they can hear. Say something, I'm gonna get off here and get out of here, man. Because it's all about respect. That's what the main reason why I got on here, because a lot of people are so disrespectful. What they did to Zero was disrespectful, especially by him being by himself. No one-on-one, no face-to-face, none of that. Disrespectful, man. I don't know what to say about and all that, but I pray my brother, man, that he become bigger than that and he get away from that. And the good Lord protect him because he done been through a lot. And he been striving to make it. And then somebody want to take that from him. That ain't nothing but the devil, man. And the devil ain't going to win when you right. The devil never win when you right. When you in the right and on God's side, or God that got the angels covered over you, man, and the blood of Jesus, like I think he does have over Zero, and I can hear it in his voice when he rap, and I've been hearing it in his voice when he rap ever since. Man, you guys put it in the microwave. I get it when I get up. You guys are really, I'm sorry, babe. You guys really, when we do people wrong, like steal from our mama or our grandma, we really got some karma coming up on us. You do another human being like Cain killed Abel, you got karma coming up on you. This is real life. Like my cousin Marcellus Joseph Evans Jr. may rest in peace said, this is real life. I did a rap called Rough Life. He did a rap called Real Life. If you gonna get in this bed, this boy hard head. A lot of us out here are hard headed. But I'm finna say, I work in this field. I go back and forth helping people. And I notice a lot of people have a lot of mental problems. out here in this world today. And a good majority of them do not go get help about it. And those people talk and socialize with people on the regular. These people do not need to be out here socializing, and they do not have socializing skills because they have an illness. I like to say, work on healing yourself and work on yourself and worry about yourself and relearn. You know, if you learn you some manners, learn how to read, learn how to write. You know what I'm saying? Because you might write, but you don't write legibly, if you know what that means. Legibly. That's how you say it. They say it fast, legibly. So, and I'm not talking about nobody. I said I work in this field and I help people, you know, and that's why my arm then got worse, because I done went from doing stagehand and working on trucks to lifting bodies and, you know what I'm saying, helping them out in the tubs and getting them baths and doing meds and housekeeping and cleaning and all that stuff. But they have issues, and I peep game. It's just like when you with your friends, it's only one alpha male in the group, because too many alpha males, it's gonna be a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no two kings of the jungle. It's only one. In my neighborhood, it wasn't no two major pimps or three or four major pimps. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wasn't in that pimp family, say it was three or four major pimps. If you wasn't in that pimp family, then guess what? You wasn't going to get in. And ain't no 2-3 years going to get you in if you ain't under their belt or kin to them. You ain't going to get out here in the streets and get no money without paying some kind of restitution and homage to those that got more than 20 years in the game. Because nowadays, the young people that's in their 20s and 30s are disrespecting those older than 30 or older than 40 or in their mid-30s. The crowd that's 35 and under, 36 and under, maybe 30 and under, they ain't got no kind of respect about themselves. They don't respect elders. It ain't got nothing to do with because you ain't got a mama or a dad or both. You a human being, aren't you? How do you think you're going to cope in this world if you got to travel from here to Cali and you ain't from Cali and you got that nasty attitude? You're not going to make it in Cali. That's why you stay where you at, because you ain't going to make it on Slauson and Crenshaw, or you ain't going to make it on Sepulveda, and you ain't gonna make what's another. You ain't gonna make it in San Diego. You ain't gonna make it in Compton. You ain't gonna make it in Long Beach. You ain't gonna make it in Orange County. You definitely ain't gonna make it in Tijuana. And if you ain't gonna make it there, how you gonna make it anywhere else in the world? You gotta go back home and stay home in your little corner, your little hut or whatever. See, they got it where they used to say local joker. Local joker. Local joker. You a local joker. You're not nationwide. You're not international. You know? So y'all guys can't be fooled by some of these people. Some of these people talk like they from New York or Baltimore, Maryland or something, and they ain't nowhere from there. They learning about us on YouTube. They acting like us. They will take your music and your everything you got and use it over there overseas. I guarantee you can't afford to pay $3,000 or more for your stuff to be trademarked overseas. You can't afford $1,400 for your stuff to be trademarked in the United States. Where you gonna get 3,000 more to get it trademarked overseas, and maybe in 1 or 2 countries? You gotta pick right. Every country, the more countries you pick, the more it costs. I mean, my logo, you looking at it, it's trademark. You don't believe me? Google it. Yeah, Missy Elliott and Playgirl Slim. I'm the first one that came up with that title. Google it. If you don't believe me, ask Playgirl Slim from California, which I used to promote her. And see, people think they slick. You used to promote somebody, and they go and you get to talking, and they go around and take your idea or your song, steal it, sell it in a different world for 20 years or more, get paid off, and when they through getting paid or they die, they karma hit their butt, you'll get it back. You'll get your money back. You'll outlive them zero. And you'll live very happily ever after. See, long time ago, I think I said something about it. My daughter got jumped by some people or folks or whatever you want to call them. I'm trying not to snitch on whatever type of clique it was or who it was, but they jumped on her and get her pumpkin head, but they didn't give her friend no pumpkin head, and they didn't. The one that saved her friend didn't save my daughter, but they are friends, and that was an opportunity to go take care of that. But I wouldn't be who I am, what I am, and have what I am today. Mack Memphis Detroit Pimpin. Google me, Reverb Nation, #1. And I wouldn't be that person if I took care of that business almost a year ago in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to them lyrics or read them lyrics with me and hear them lyrics, it's on genius.com. It seemed like the same thing that was played when they got into it. That's what it seemed like. They rapped about it. And they probably got hot over that, over them words. And I'm surprised they was up today. But I saw it. And I'm just letting you guys and ladies and gentlemen know, because I had to talk about it, because I noticed you got trollers. And you know what? Let me say something to one more person, and they're gonna know who I'm talking about. Don't get too happy about the Young Dolph case. Talking about you solved it. You ain't solved the Young Dolph case. To me, it been solved since day one. And I'm not gonna say because of but I'm gonna say, I say this much. Some of everybody then probably turned in some videos or posted up some videos since day one. If you still doing that, why are you digging and fishing? The police got in there. The feds got in there. The FBI got in there. Or maybe y'all assisting them folks. It ain't that much hard following on no case. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be really assisting the people. But to get online and show that you're talking to the feds and asking questions and telling them that you got this and you got that, man, drop that video, take that video down, for you be having folk looking for you. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's snitching and that's a rat. You know, you fishing, man. Stop fishing. And I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not hating on you. You know what I'm saying? But you do some things too, man. And you getting people's instrumentals and you playing them. And I know a lot of these artists. And like I said, brothers and sisters, we can't be original And we always calling somebody a rat and this and that. But how you gonna call somebody a rat and you was eating the cheese too? Well, I just feel like I need to touch bases on those things, you know. And people still dying like crazy, and the world is still in chaos, and the wars are still going on, and the pandemic is still out here, and monkeypox is too. And with that being said, winter time is around the corner. Brothers and sisters are still dying. We still don't have no real strong leaders in this world today of any sort that represents the people as a whole. And I'm talking about humanity as a whole. It need to be like it was when you see it in the movie of Moses, when they separated the good from the evil, but they gave them an opportunity to do good, they just didn't want to. And that's why they slaughtered. Because it's one way or the other. It's one way or the other. And right now, we slaughtering ourselves. We are slaughtering ourselves. You know what? If you pay attention, the ratio to this to that in certain areas, men to women and women to men, there are more women in certain southern states than there are men, especially African American women. Just because, stop, bro. Just because the majority of them are in jail, especially in Texas, I heard. But just think, that's how some Aborigines women became women that worked like men and were built almost like men. And that's how some Aborigines in Australia, I studied anthropology, but that's how they built or were able to provide for their community, because they had women that were strong and liked it other women, but they were strong and they built houses and worked like men and all that stuff. And I read, well, not houses, huts, went fishing, did all the hard work like the men did, climbing the trees or whatever, getting that, hunting animals and stuff. They had more women like that than men back in the early times of the original Aborigines. I forgot what they called the people, but their skin was darker than ours and they had the little gray hair, but they were from Australia back in the day, a long time ago. No, they was Aborigines. We call them European, they call them something else. They was Aborigines, and their skin was like that old volcano color, soot colored with the white hair, like a white blonde hair, like real funny looking black people with the white blonde hair. I'm white. It's so funny. He done got taller. Not right now. Yeah, he done got taller overnight. I'm getting old when I see my son getting taller overnight. And dude, it's all about my son. It's all about my son. Man, you don't get out here and hide behind your son. And you guys and girls out here talking about, I put that on my mama, I put that on my kids. Man, you a coward too. Y'all putting this on your mama and your kids. You cursing your mama and your kids like talking about, I put that on my mama, I put that on my kids. Another thing the Bible said, don't be saying this, I put this, I swear to God. Special, man. God said you can say, I swear to God, but not if it's a lie. He said, say I swear on God. but not if it's a lie. And I mean, we out here like, uh, I went to Piccadilly's last night. No, you didn't, bitch. You was watching TV. I swear to God, I did go. And she was sitting there watching TV last night. How in the hell you go to Piccadilly in your dreams? You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example of somebody want to say they swear to God they did something and they did. Oh, I was riding down the street with Jay-Z in 1985. Where at? What city? Oh, we was in Acapulco. Jay-Z probably ain't even been in Acapulco. Probably didn't even come out then. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people know and a lot of people don't know, but the ones that don't, the ones that know, the ones that are real serious about this movement, about the conversation or the topic or the business, they know. And some of them ain't gonna argue with you. They're just not gonna deal with you. But the ones that's you got some that know, and they're not gonna argue with you, but they'll take you out. You know, and you got some that'll argue with you and take you out. Because they're gonna argue with you to see if you're gonna argue back. As soon as you argue back, they take you out. So you just really setting yourself up out here. Everybody, we setting ourselves up. It's like you wasn't doing good. It's like Zero. I don't know where he come from, where he come out of jail, or he just was working on an album. Now he coming outside. Well, bro, it looked like as soon as you came outside, trouble followed. I wouldn't have came outside over there because it looked like they've been hating on you and trying to get you for a minute, and I wouldn't have did that. You know, I pray for everybody in the whole wide world. I just want to share this, man. You know, it's we might be kin. You know, I mean, you ain't got to be a Mitchell to be kin to me. You know, my it's plenty names in my family. I'm not gonna name them all out because it's not your business. But if you want to know, all you gotta do is get on ancestry.com, and it does work. So I'm gonna be one of the first ones to tell you it worked. I found a cousin, which I haven't seen since 1977 when her daddy was murdered. So ancestry.com does work. All right, y'all. Good night. Talk to y'all later. You know what? I love you. I love you too. I love you too. What do you do? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna play this one hit for y'all. So I get out of here.
Attitude. The gas, that laying down the day, the baby, trust nobody. I'm out.